Hello from Yat Dragon's YouTube channel. This is Cheesyful. Okay, so today we're going to talk about another topic to answer some questions from my disciples. So yeah, we digged into the topic of how you can benefit from the powers from the altar and such, right? So today I also want to talk about a similar topic, which is the magic robe, okay, which relates to the same topic. Now, a lot of people who are about to ordain or interested in ordaining, they often have this question about, do you need to like get dressed up in all these things to do magic? Do you need all that rope and stuff? People are kind of, some people are worried about the budget. Some people might think it looks kind of weird to dress like that, whatever it is, okay? But the thing is, you don't understand why we have these robes, and you don't understand the benefit of having robes. These, at least in our lineage, of course, is not a kind of outfit that you put on yourself to look good or look professional to people, okay? They are not working as like a ranking kind of thing to see, oh, you're a master, you wear fancy robe. No, okay, it's not like that. You can be a newbie and you get fancy robe too, but it doesn't mean that you'll be more powerful, okay? Why do we need robe? First of all the robe, all the hat, and all that outfit stuff, they are not your own clothing, okay? When you get them, you learn to do what we call the check, okay, to bond in the power of what? Well, you open the altar, you do your chants and stuff, and you do the ceremony to consecrate. Okay, you can say consecrate all these robe and stuff with the higher powers that your altar is connected to. Okay, so all these robe does not represent yourself anymore. All these robes, when you put them on, they are connected to a source, which allows you, when you put them on, allows you to work for and as the source with these different colors and stuff that give you the property of what you can do and whatever empowerment that goes into you. Okay? So, for example, like you work in a company, okay? Now, you work for the company. The company give you some red jacket that marks you as a sales. And then, when you wear the black jacket, you work as the people who receive boxes from the warehouse, okay? When you wear the green jacket, you're the kind of people who will be moving things around and delivering things, transferring things around, things like that. When you're wearing the white jacket, you might be the people who are supposed to send things out or to promote and things like that. Okay, whatever. Okay, you get the idea. So different color jackets you put on yourself represent your job and duty at the company. Okay, because the company is your boss, and the company will supply you with all the resources and power and authority that you need when you're doing the job, because you're working for and as the company. Just like saying you put on your police uniform, okay? And now the police force will supply you with whatever you need to do your job. You see, there's always a supplier, a source that supplies you with something, because you put on their clothing on top, okay? If you put on your own t-shirt and jeans, that's your own clothing. So are you going to be doing the magic with your own power, your own resources on your body? Or are you going to do magic by using the power and resources from here, the altar, the higher powers that you're connected to, the higher powers that you actually cultivated at the altar? Which will you prefer? When we work at the altar, we put on the robe, and that is because we are going to use the power and like use the power, and also to be connected to work as the altar and the higher powers that the altar connect to. Okay, so it's not your own power that you put on the body. It's not your own power that you're using when you're doing work anymore. Okay, you don't use your own power. Why? Why don't you use your own power? Why do you have to use like other powers? Okay, wait a minute here. Okay, let's take a look at your own kitchen. Okay, you can store something on your body. Let's say a bag of chips, some chocolate bars, some peanut. Okay, maybe a bottle of water. You can put on your body, no problem. But you cannot put like the whole dinner, all the food for the whole dinner on your body, right? So you need a fridge, you need a kitchen, you need some cabinets, right? And there goes your kitchen. The kitchen is like your altar, okay? It's a place that is destined to store these ingredients and to cook up, to cultivate these ingredients. So it got a bigger capacity than your body, and it can do more things than your body. So when you're using the kitchen, you can put a lot more things in the kitchen and do a lot more things with the kitchen, produce something that your body cannot produce. As you can see, it's much more powerful than what you got on your body. So when you are actually doing your like daily cultivation and stuff, you're always training your own body and this as the main dish. Okay, this gets stronger, this gets better. Okay, when you're let's say every 2 weeks, when you do your open altar and your ritual with the altar, okay, you will take the fruit, like all that crystallized energy, the fruit from here and back out and consume it into your body. And that's how you can get stronger. But your role in the whole cultivation process is not to be the one who supply resources. You're ordained into the lineage, and the lineage supply you with resources. You're supposed to be the one who work to put the resources to use. Okay? So when you consume things from the altar and back into yourself, for example, consuming the Fu Tao, the Dai Ji Fu, and things like that, you put it back into yourself and strengthen yourself. But at the same time, it's because then you can keep doing other things to strengthen the altar even more. When you need these powers for doing whatever work, applying it on different things, okay, you are drawing the power from here as your main source of resources. This, the stuff inside you, you don't need to put it on the stuff. Why? Because they are for like your emergency use. Okay, for example, when you're outside, you don't have the altar with you, and you need to protect yourself, you need to do this magic and that magic, you have stuff in your pocket to use, right? That's when you use these things on your body, because your body have a very limited capacity. Now, when you go home, you get charged up right away. Okay, it's like your phone, the battery on your phone, right? When you're at home, you plug the phone in, and you're always full of juice, and you can always talk as much as you want. Okay, you plug in a cord and stuff. Now, when you're outside, you don't have the wall charger, you don't have all that wall outlet. You are on your own battery. So you keep using the battery, and then when you go home, you know what? No matter what, you top yourself up. You go plug yourself back into the cable and start charging. Get yourself filled again. That's basically how we work, just like a battery with the phone and stuff. Okay, so your main goal is not to be the power source yourself. Okay, this supply you with the power. Okay, so with the robe and stuff, when you put them on during the ceremony, of course, we need to consecrate these things, like to check these things, okay, before we actually use it. But then, after all that stuff is done, okay, it allows you to put on the power of, let's say, the altar right here on you. And it gives you the extra red, yellow, or whatever kind of power. And so when you do your work, it will be much better because you have the power supplied to you, okay, giving you these powers for you to do this specific job. As you can see how important these magic robes and outfits are. They're never just a decoration, and they're never just there for show, and it doesn't mark your rank in a lineage. Even you're a newbie, you can get some fancy robe because you have money. But does your altar really have that kind of power for you? And also, let's say, okay, I can output some red power right now. I got my red, okay? You have the same robe, but your altar is a newbie altar. The kind of red that I can juice out from the altar is different from yours. Okay? As you can see, it all goes back to the cultivation of your altar. How much you have been investing into this thing. And also, how much you really know what you're actually doing. The knowledge that backs up all the action is very important. If you don't understand what you're doing and you're just like blindly, taking up this and that tool and just making noises, it doesn't do anything. Okay? You need to learn in the lineage to be able to apply the power with skills. Just like you learn martial art, there are skills. Okay? So the better you are at this, the better the result is. Okay, that's it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.